Hello students, myself Mrs. Shalini Gerald, your computer teacher. Welcome to the second video on Python programming. Those who have missed my first video on introduction and installation can go to the following link. In today's session, we are going to focus on what is IDE, examples of IDE, features of Python IDLE, and coding in interactive mode. So let us first open Python IDLE. Click on the Start menu and type Python or IDLE Python and navigate for it. Now click on it to open it. Now before we start programming, let me explain to you what is IDE. IDE stands for Integrated Development Environment. As the name suggests, IDE is a digital environment used to develop games and softwares that offers integration from debugging to all the way to compiling. Integration means putting all the components together to develop a program. Debugging means to remove errors from the program. Errors or mistakes in a program are called bugs, and removal of such is called debugging. Now let us put all these in a nutshell. IDE is a graphical user interface where programmers write their code and produce the final output. Some examples of IDE are Eclipse. It is a free IDE for Java programming. It supports languages like C++, Python, Ruby, and Android application. Microsoft Visual Studio. It is an commercial IDE. It supports C++, VB.NET, and CChat. Xcode. Xcode is a free IDE for Objective-C, Objective-C++, Java, and AppleScript. NetBeans is yet another free IDE for Java, PHP, and C++. IDLE is a free coding environment exclusively for Python. Web IDE or Cloud IDE, these are browser-based IDEs. These need no installation. You can open it from any system, work on it, save the parent state, and reopen the same state from any other system. Few web IDEs are ShiftEdit, Cloud9, and Code Anywhere. Now let us understand Python IDLE. It is a cross-platform, open source, which comes as a default with Python. IDLE provides special features like availability of Python shell with syntax highlighting, a multi-window text editor, program animation or stepping. Breaking points are also available to ease the debugging. Call stack is clearly visible. So this is the interactive or immediate mode. Before starting, let us configure the Python shell. Click on Option and configure IDLE from here. We can choose any font option as well as size. So I set it to 20 and click on Apply and OK. Now as you can see, the font size has increased. Now again, we go to Option menu and click on Configure IDLE. Now let's click on Highlight tab. Here you can also change the color according to your preference. Children, you can also configure the keys according to your choice. And you can even refer to the keyboard shortcuts. With this, we have configured our Python shell. Now let us start with the interactive mode. What is interactive mode? Interactive mode is a mode in which the flow of information is freely done between the computer and the user. Now, what is the use of interactive mode? We use this mode when we want to write small codes and when we want to immediately check the output of our code. Here you can see 3 greater than sign. This is our command prompt where we can type our command. For instance, I type Hello Python and press enter. Now this is the input part and this is the output. Now let us type 5 without double quotes. So see, we get the output 5. Now let us use single quotes. So see, we get the output. Numbers are given without double quotes. Say for example, 5 plus 5, we get the output 10. Now, 8 plus 9, we get 17. 7 minus 8, we get minus 1. 6 into 7, we get 42. Multiplication is also possible in Python. Now let's try out division. 5 slash 2, we get 2.5. Let's try in another way. 5 double slash 2, we get 2. This slash is a division sign here where we get the answer in decimal, but when we put double slash, we get the answer in integer, ignoring the decimal part. Now let us try some big expressions like 5 plus 57 into 4. We get the output as 233. Okay, something else? So it works. Let us take a large number. Can you see? It still gives us the result. Now let us see how exponent works. 2 raised to the power 4. Okay, we have here the output as 16. I hope you are able to understand. We can also write numbers in double quotes, but it will be taken as text. Let us try some symbols now. Let us say percentage sign. Oh, it is giving us an error. Syntax error. So now let me tell you what is syntax and syntax error. A collection of rules for writing programs in a programming language is known as syntax. In all programming languages, statements are written according to these rules. Syntax error is a type of error that occurs when an invalid or incorrect statement is written in a program. The interpreter detects syntax error and displays error message. A program containing syntax error cannot be compiled successfully. So now, continuing with the same, we will use a symbol with single quotes. See, now it works without giving a syntax error, even for a dot. Let us type asterisk and see. Now let us come to print function. In this function, suppose we pass the argument heel. We write it in double quotation mark. So we get the output as heel. Now let us try writing a sentence. Print, parenthesis, double quotation mark, please enter PIN, double quotation mark close, parenthesis close. We get the output as please enter PIN. Now let us try input function. You can see the cursor is blinking to get the input from the user. Say we type 4 and we get the output as 4. I hope you all have understood how the interactive mode works. So this is it for today's class. Thank you.